An update now on a case we've been following for months. Victims' advocates are questioning whether Bakersfield Recovery Services meets the legal rights to run a victim shelter. That's after District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer tapped that agency to replace Open Door Network at the Family Justice Center back in January. 17's Connor Dorr has been investigating and shares what he's learned so far.
Through the Public Records Act, we received a mountain of paper about the transition from the Open Door Network to the Bakersfield Recovery Services at the Family Justice Center. Hundreds of documents, hundreds of emails from District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer's office to the FJC and the Open Door Network. Most of it shows that the District Attorney and the Open Door Network had a good working relationship over the years, but one email, buried under all the rest, is very telling. On January 20th, a month and 7 days before the DA's office fired the Open Door Network from the Family Justice Center, Assistant District Attorney Ken Russell sent an email. This email is to Ganesh Acharya. He's the CEO of Bakersfield Recovery Services. Russell described the grants the Open Door Network was using to staff the Family Justice Center. Then he described how BRS could get those grants. Quote, "Our Victim Services Unit is able to train your staff on the skills necessary to operate as a nonprofit for those grants." But that's not it. Russell wrote that the DA's office could apply for a second-tier sub-award, part of a grant that will let the DA pay a BRS employee to work at the center until the grant funding year is over. Quote, "In the next funding year, the grants would be distributed directly to you." Russell says without ODN, the areas the DA needs assistance with is confidential case management, emergency shelter and housing, counseling, and 24/7 response to law enforcement and medical facilities. Acharya wrote back 2 days later, accepting the offer. Russell replied, quote, "Thank you again, and I think this will be a big bonus for both organizations." As with Bakersfield Recovery Services, Acharya is also the CEO of the Psychiatric Wellness Center, the exact place disgraced former county supervisor Zach Scrivener is getting mental health treatment for his felony child abuse charges, as well as allegations of molesting his preteen daughter. Scrivener is Zimmer's nephew. We've tried to interview Cynthia Zimmer about the FJC, asking through a DA spokesperson multiple times. Either our request got no response or we were told Zimmer was unable to speak on camera. 17's Andres Armenta got a chance to ask her at the Crime Victims Vigil in April.
Family Justice Center, what are your response to the connections?
We're here tonight to talk about the victim memorial.
I know, but we have a chance to talk to you, and I think we covered a good amount.
Thank you very much. We'll see you tonight.
You don't have a comment at all on the Family Justice Center, your nephew's connection to it?
Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia.
That was wrong.
Thank you.
We asked the DA questions about this specific email thread. If it was normal to help nonprofits apply for grants and to bring them up to government laws in order to staff the FJC, but we received no reply. Connor Dorr, 17 News.